Chris Paul joins Clippers, a game-changing move for LA basketball. Introduction. In a move that has sent shockwaves across the NBA, veteran point guard Chris Paul has officially joined the Los Angeles Clippers. The trade marks a new chapter not only in Paul's storied career but also in the trajectory of the Clippers as they attempt to solidify themselves as perennial championship contenders. Known for his leadership, basketball IQ, and elite playmaking abilities, Paul's arrival in Los Angeles has fans and analysts alike speculating on the impact this superstar will have on the Clippers' roster, strategy, and title ambitions. Background on Chris Paul. Chris Paul, often regarded as one of the greatest point guards of his generation, began his NBA journey when he was drafted 4th overall by the New Orleans Hornets in 2005. Over nearly 2 decades in the league, Paul has developed a reputation not just as an elite scorer and distributor but as a floor general capable of transforming a team's performance on both ends of the floor. His accolades include multiple All-Star selections, All-NBA team honors, and recognition as one of the league's premier leaders. Paul's career has seen him lead teams like the New Orleans Hornets, Los Angeles Clippers, first stint, Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Phoenix Suns. With each stop, he has left an indelible mark, elevating the teams around him and earning the respect of peers, coaches, and fans alike. His leadership has often been described as the kind that brings out the best in young talent while demanding accountability from veterans. Clippers' history and current situation. The Los Angeles Clippers have been no strangers to high-profile acquisitions, particularly in the post-Chris Paul era when the team acquired stars like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in an effort to contend for an NBA championship. Despite their high-profile roster, the Clippers have struggled with consistency, chemistry, and postseason execution. The addition of Chris Paul is aimed squarely at addressing these challenges. His unparalleled ability to orchestrate an offense, coupled with his veteran savvy, could provide the Clippers with the missing link in their championship puzzle. Analysts note that Paul's presence may help unlock the full potential of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, providing a reliable point-of-attack distributor and defensive anchor on the floor. The trade details. The specifics of the deal that brought Paul to Los Angeles have not just captured the attention of Clippers fans but have become a topic of discussion across the league. While trades of this magnitude often involve multiple teams, draft picks, and salary cap maneuvering, the underlying message is clear: the Clippers are all in on contending immediately. By acquiring a player of Paul's caliber, the front office is signaling that they prioritize proven leadership and high basketball IQ as the cornerstone of their championship strategy. Impact on Clippers roster and strategy. Chris Paul's arrival transforms the Clippers' approach on multiple levels. Offensively, Paul's court vision and passing precision will allow Kawhi Leonard and Paul George to operate more efficiently off the ball, potentially increasing their scoring efficiency and reducing their individual workload. The Clippers' offensive schemes, previously criticized for predictability and spacing issues, could see a dramatic improvement as Paul orchestrates pick and rolls, facilitates off-ball movement, and creates opportunities in transition. Defensively, while Paul is not known as a defensive powerhouse, his awareness, anticipation, and ability to control the tempo of a game can indirectly enhance the team's defensive cohesion. Veteran leadership in the locker room will also be key, particularly for younger players on the roster who can learn from Paul's professionalism, preparation, and game management skills. Historical context of Paul's influence. Chris Paul has a long history of dramatically elevating teams upon joining them. From transforming the New Orleans Hornets into playoff contenders to helping lead the Phoenix Suns to the NBA Finals, Paul's influence is both measurable and intangible. Advanced metrics frequently highlight his impact on team efficiency, assist-to-turnover ratios, and overall offensive rating. Analysts predict that the Clippers could see similar statistical improvements, particularly in points per possession and assist numbers, once Paul integrates fully with the team. Fan and media reactions. The announcement of Paul joining the Clippers has sparked intense reactions across social media and sports media platforms. Fans are divided between excitement and cautious optimism, understanding that while Paul brings immense value, basketball is ultimately a team sport requiring chemistry and cohesion. Commentators have pointed out that while this is one of the most significant free agent or trade acquisitions in recent Clippers history, success will depend on health, defensive execution, and the ability to maintain team morale under pressure. Challenges ahead. Despite the excitement, several challenges remain. Chris Paul is in the later stages of his career, and maintaining his health will be crucial for the Clippers' title aspirations. Integrating a high-usage player like Paul into a roster already featuring Kawhi Leonard and Paul George requires strategic adjustments to playing time, offensive sets, and defensive responsibilities. Additionally, chemistry is not guaranteed. While Paul is an exemplary leader, the Clippers must manage expectations to avoid potential friction among star players. Looking forward, as the NBA season approaches, all eyes will be on how the Clippers integrate Chris Paul into their system. Analysts suggest that the team may adopt a more deliberate offensive pace, maximizing Paul's strengths while ensuring Leonard and George remain primary scoring options. With postseason aspirations in mind, the Clippers will likely emphasize matchups, rotation management, and leveraging Paul's experience in high-pressure situations to navigate the playoff gauntlet successfully. League-wide implications. Paul joining the Clippers doesn't just affect Los Angeles, it shifts the competitive balance across the NBA. Rival teams in the Western Conference, including the Lakers, Warriors, and Suns, must now account for a team with both star power and veteran leadership capable of executing under pressure. Additionally, Paul's presence may influence free agency decisions, trade negotiations, and strategic adjustments league-wide, as teams respond to the heightened competitiveness of the Clippers. Chris Paul's arrival in Los Angeles is more than a simple roster move, it's a statement. For the Clippers, it signals a renewed commitment to contending at the highest level. For Paul, it represents an opportunity to continue his legacy, influence young players, and chase the elusive NBA championship. As the season unfolds, fans and analysts will be watching closely to see if this union of talent, leadership, and experience can finally propel the Clippers to the pinnacle of professional basketball. One thing is clear, with Chris Paul in the fold, Los Angeles basketball has entered a thrilling new chapter, one where championship dreams are within tangible reach, and where the next few months will define legacies, team dynamics, and the course of the NBA's Western Conference hierarchy. Key takeaways: Chris Paul's leadership and playmaking could transform Clippers' offensive efficiency. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George may benefit from reduced scoring pressure. Chemistry and health will be critical to long-term success. The move shakes up the Western Conference and impacts league-wide strategy. Fans should anticipate a season of heightened expectations and intense playoff battles.